Who Will?
Will, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If I could be honest with you, I'm neither yay or nay about the Oscar. But the thing is that even if he did, it's foreshadowed by an act of ignorance.
Do you think that he do you think that they'll take it from him because of that ignorant act?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's all depending on how the response of the other people go. If we being honest with it, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all. This is all a gauge to me. Again, this is me, y'all. Y'all can take it the way I want it. To me, this looked like a test to see if Hollywood still got the influence that they had before. You know what I'm saying? As far as moving the needle in the public. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to think for the last 2.5 years, bro, Hollywood been in a downward spiral. Who cares? Nobody was talking about Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, movies, nothing, right? Who cares about movies nowadays? Nobody, no one. You can watch a movie at home, right? How many times? When the last time y'all went to the movies to see a movie on release day?
I mean, it's different now.
A minute,
right? It's all like, hey, take the way y'all want. That's just the way I see things, man. Don't nothing happen for not a reason. This is for no reason, bro. This is a show that they have practices, they have rehearsals. That man is reading off a prompter, and I don't care what nobody say to me. It was a joke. It wasn't that serious. G.I. Jane too, yeah, right. It just don't add up to me. This is just me. People say I overthink things or I'm a conspiracy theorist. This is just the way I look at it.
Nah, but I do think, yeah, I think the joke. I think, of course, everybody knows that it didn't have anything to do with the joke or the slap. You know what I mean? It was just, to me, a culmination of what he's been going through in the public, and he saw an opportunity with a person that he does have a relationship with, and he knew that he could get his message out through this person. You know what I mean? Pretty much he used him as an opportunity. Because
I still don't rock with it. You know what I'm saying? At a minimum, again, let's address the situation if it was real, right? If it was real, let's address the situation. For one, I don't take no cues from my wife or whom I'm gonna roll up on. My wife is the one who keep me from rolling up on somebody. You see what I'm saying? If like it wasn't disrespectful, y'all seen the tape. We ain't even got to go through it, man. That man was laughing. He was laughing with the joke. He's a comedian, right? Everybody say, "Well, Chris Rock, da 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 da." Okay, so we gonna start punching puppies for barking because he's a comedian. He tells jokes. This is what
jokes that hurt feelings sometimes.
This is what he do. If you go, I'd have been at Laugh that factory in Dallas and sat in the front and got joked on. LA, Chicago, Detroit, you name it. It's part of what that is, right? And the joke, if you're being honest, the joke wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But the real problem I have with it now, this is the thing. Oh, you can't decide how anybody react to anything. That's just the honest to God truth. You can't decide how anybody react to anything. But at a minimum, right? He owed Chris Rock a warning. At a minimum. Yo, bro, hey, not tonight, Chris. Not tonight, Chris. Hey. He didn't stand in honor. That it was hoish. It was hoish. Why is him and Jada at the point? How is him and Jada at the point that he didn't know what was disrespectful to her? Because you ain't got it. My wife ain't got to tell me what's disrespectful. If it come off ugly, I'm at you. Right?
So I wanted to ask, and I know Ricky think it's not real, but do you think that Will acted too emotionally?
Yes. Who you asking?
I'm asking everybody.
Yes. I mean, he like Rick said, he responded because he saw his wife didn't like it. He was cool with the joke. And then all of a sudden he makes a move, right? And then he slaps him. Like, why did you choose to slap him versus hit him? Like, how offended were you? You know what I'm saying? So I just think it, like I was with Ricky as far as the conspiracy type deal, just because it just doesn't make sense for how he responded, and then for all the news that's around it. You know what I'm saying? It made it a really big ordeal when it didn't really have to be as big a deal as it is.
What are your thoughts, Trill? Do you think he acted too emotionally?
See, this right here is where I'm a bit conflicted at. And just like I said, I don't disagree with what Will did. I disagree with how he did it. And what I mean by that is just like they saying, right? And let's just say, because even that point in terms of him laughing at the joke, that could have been camera angle, might have got there a little late, because that's how shit be going at those award shows. Like that, a lot of times when something hit, like it'll be a like delay. So Chris Rock told like 3 or 4 jokes back to back to back. So Will might have been laughing at one of the other ones, and then that's the part that they flashed to him, and we seen it like he laughing at the G.I. Jane joke. So that right there happens a lot. But regardless, let's just say that he did laugh at the joke, and then he looked at his wife, seen his wife feelings was hurt, then got up and did what he did. That's the part that I don't agree with. 1, and 2, slapping him on TV in front of like witnesses. Because one thing OG said a long time ago, he said it's not about who you hit, it's about who sees it. Right. So if I got a problem with this man, and Will did, because I heard the jokes Chris Rock was telling in 2016 about Jada, and they were 10 times worse than the jokes he told the other night. So Will had an issue with that already, because they wasn't at that award show, but they watching it on TV, and he dragging Jada for real, if we're gonna be honest, in 2016. So and he probably didn't even get the chance to see him until the night. And then I see you tonight. I'm sitting next to my wife, and you insult my wife again, right there in front of me. So my thinking, which is what I like to do, I like to put myself in people's shoes. I wouldn't have looked at my wife for the response, because I would already had an issue with him from 2016. If we gonna keep it real. But when I would have heard that, I wouldn't have touched him right there in front of the cameras. But he definitely got pressed behind the scenes. He got pressed backstage for sure. Because it's only so much, again, as a man, as a husband, that I'm going to let slide. I understand the fact that you're a comedian, but there are consequences to every action. Newton's third law told us best. Every action deserves an equal and opposite reaction. Just because you are a comedian does not give you a pass to say whatever the hell you want to say. Life don't work like that. The same way you have a right to speak, somebody has a right to respond. So when you are saying things that are provocative, you are saying things that may possibly be insulting, you got to be ready for what comes with that. Everybody's not going to take it in good sport, in good faith. You know what I'm saying? So that's my issue with it. So again, Chris Rock chose to toe that line again. And the thing is that I knew he knew what he was about to say was wrong, because he led into it with a disclaimer. Oh, Jada, I love you, but G.I. Jane, you know, it's just like, why you got to put the disclaimer out there if you felt like it was harmless? No, it's because you got a history of dragging this woman, and you about to do it again in front of her husband. I guess thinking that was gonna lighten the blow. Now, nobody thought Will was gonna get up and do what he did, for sure, because we ain't never, seen him react in that type of fashion. He's always been buttoned up, always been, whatever, I'm gonna do the right thing, whatever the case may be. But we also have never seen as much dragging as Jada have been getting done over these past years. We've never seen nobody drag Jada in front of Will. So I feel like that brought about a different aspect to it. But in terms of whether or not he reacted emotionally, I would say yes, because of how he did it, not because of what he did.
I see you shaking your head, Ricky. What's going on?
I respectfully have to disagree with that, right? Because a man who's not sorry from doing something that he said he was gonna do ain't gonna cry afterwards. A man that if Chris knew it was up, if he said something about his wife, If Chris knew it was up, right? Will Smith wouldn't been crying like no bitch when he made his statement. Hit him like Chris know what was popping. I told him the next time I see him is up. Right? Men move a certain way. I understand what y'all saying. I understand, but let me explain. Every black woman should be protected. Every black woman should be protected. Notice the word woman. Right? With that comes rules. The same way you being my wife and doing what I need you to do and what I can expect out of you come rules. Right? And listen to what I'm saying. If it was real and if it popped off, I have no problem with the issue. I have an issue with who it was done for. Right? Everybody out there preaching saying that he should protect this lady, this woman from a joke when she has dishonored this man numerous times in the public. I don't want to hear, oh, everybody know they have an open relationship. Yep, but y'all know that she slept with August Alsina. Who did Will sleep with? Think about it. That's his wife. Yes, I understand, but wife is just the title. It's the actions behind it that make her your wife. The same way it's the actions behind a husband that makes you a husband. It was dishonorable what he did. He was out of pocket. It was a bitch move. You handle it different. At a minimum, he owed that man a warning. Would that not been protecting his wife? Would that not been saying, hey, bro, you out of pocket? Say, hey, not tonight, bro. Shut up. If not, it's up. And then he partying afterwards like ain't nothing happened, bro. Nah, bro, he was out of pocket. He broke frame. He went about it totally the wrong way. Yes, I can understand if he was with a woman that was honoring him out in these streets. He's not. She is his guard. He is her guard dog. As soon as he says something, sick him, boy, sick him. Get on him, get on him. Nah, you do not move off the reaction of your woman. Like I said, it don't take me to look at my girl to know it was some disrespectful stuff. It came out my mouth. It came out of brother's mouth and it was disrespectful. It's up, bro. Watch your mouth, son. Not me. And then look at her and ooh, mama mad. Nah, bruh. And oh, shout out to that. Denzel said, oh, at your highest point is when the devil will come for you. The devil been sleeping with him this whole time.
Did you hear what I said?
The devil been there waiting. Nobody want to admit that this woman is toxic, that she's a predator. Every female is not worthy of protection. Just like every man ain't worthy of a good woman. And also, before I get off this, he's a comedian. Y'all need to understand the comedians are the last vestiges of truth in society. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, right? And y'all see what they trying to do with Dave Chappelle with their ABCD stuff, right? So now comedians can't say nothing. They can't say nothing. Shut up. No matter how much y'all don't like Donald Trump, they censored your sitting president. You think they can't censor you?
Mic drop. What's going on, Logic? Welcome, brother. Struggle streaming. Look at you.
Yeah, I ain't struggle streaming. I'm trying to come off mute. What's going on, players? Ricky
What's going on? Listen, you can't have bad internet talking about people with bad internet.
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's called layers of protection.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Got two mutes, one on my switchboard and one on the computer. You trying to start already, Humber Dad?
No, I'm just saying it seemed like an internet situation, and you talk bad about people with internet. So I was just trying to clarify that it wasn't. That's all.
Yeah, nah. What to add to the topic though is, look, check this out. These type of women are for the streets. He should have never married that chick and then bad things gonna follow him throughout his life, and it always come from that chick. If you realize none of this would have happened if, and then whether you believe it's fake or not, right? None of it would have happened if it wasn't for that chick. That chick did so much damage to this guy's wife. I mean, his life, his legacy. She created this with these kids. If you look at these kids, it's a picture with her, August, and all the kids together. So like this woman here, and the sad part about it is, you know what? You get a woman to come up here and they're gonna try to find some type of reason to protect this woman. Hey, hey, look, I think for 2022, man, we need to start living these chicks for the streets. I still think it's fake, but I say the pain that this man been going through is not fake. The humiliation he been going through, that's not fake. And I don't even wish the stuff on Will that he's going through, not from this woman. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. That's how bad I feel for this man.
Do you think he was too emotional in his response?
Say it again.
Do you think he was too emotional in his response?
No. I mean, you know what? Let's keep it funky. Soon as he said that, he should have slapped on her head and made the joke even funnier. You know what I'm saying? She need to be the joke. Right now, if you look at it, because of his actions, when they should have stayed and made her the butt of the joke. And I mean, come on now. Look, besides men, how many people is holding that girl accountable for anything she did? She said she write letters to a dead man. That's crazy. A dead man. You land over this chick every night and you know that you the side nigga. Sorry, Mr. Lee. But guess what? You the side dude. And she's writing letters to a dead man, and you'll still get up here, and even if it's real or not, you'll go up here and you'll put all this on the line and try to protect this same woman. I hope she do got alopecia, and I hope it get worse.
Damn, Logic, you out of control, brother.
Yeah, he cold as ice. So.
Hey, look, but watch this. If a man was to do something as despicable as this lady, right? We will sit here and we'll be saying something totally different. You know what I'm saying? That just like, and I know this a breach, but the Epstein guy, I don't want to say his whole name, right? People is out here saying now that, you know, this guy, they wish this guy would have rotted in the jail, whatever. You got people saying that he got what he deserved or whatever, blase, blase. Why don't we have that same energy to the women that destroy our community? Oh, just because the topic said, we got to protect them. We got to protect the women. No matter what they do, they always deserve protection. I talked about this on Kayla Live yesterday, and here go her reaction. I said, you know what? Men been protecting these women regardless of whether they right or wrong. We do it all the time. We don't blink an eye. We won't let a woman ever be in danger. And the reason they continue to do this to us is because they know we're going to protect them. 2022, why don't we finish out the year by start protecting them? If they're going to make these decisions, we make them live with it.
I think if in terms of the protection, how much protecting is too much protecting. You know what I mean? Because I feel it gets to a point where, you know, I definitely agree. You know, there are women out there that don't need no protecting. But for the ones that do, or when do you reach a limit? You know what I mean? If you have somebody that you know that you have to constantly protect, yeah. I mean, because really, like, she could have put his whole career, if he wasn't esteemed the way he is and he didn't have the track record of good behavior and laid out the foundation that he has for the past 25 years or 30 years, you know, we would be looking at him differently. Like, say if he was 5 years in, you know, to his career and this happened, like, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? We'll never hear from him again or never see him again because of that, you know, because of something that he was doing, which, you know, most people saw it as honorable, but it wasn't for a person that was honorable. You know, so it's like at what point do you realize we need protecting? You know, as the protectors, we need to be protected from the people that we protecting.
Could I add something to that, Jay? I'm just add some context of what you're saying, right? We don't realize this, but you know, the only women that need protecting, or the only things that need protected, is things that put themselves in harm's way. We call that protection, but actually, let's be real. We saving them from themselves. They'll meet their demise. If they have that mentality that they know men are going to save them from themselves all the time, and women going to definitely do it. That's not protection. That's stupidity on our end, because we're saving them. They put themselves in these situations. If she didn't did what she did, right? Think about this. If everything that the Smiths experienced over the last, 2 years, I think, maybe more, if all that didn't happen, right? With that joke, it would have just been a joke. But with all the pain that she been presenting them through, right? That what made it come to full circle. It's all because of her.
Hey, Logic, but you gotta. I mean, Will still.
It's Will's fault.
Yeah, it's
fault.
definitely Will's fault.
But what I hate is the story that it's painting and the narrative that's trying to be pushed. You know, they had Tiffany Haddish. Oh, I seen a black man protect. That's not what happened. She sent them off on a mission, bro. This is the equivalent of y'all being in the club and your girl, a dude look at your girl and she be like, oh man, I don't like the way he looked at me. Going over there and beat his ass.
Mm-hmm. But see,
hold up. But what if Chris Rock fell and bust his goddamn head right there on the stage, and then it would have been over, right? The Oscars would have been over for everybody, bro. Right? Wouldn't be no apologies and no excuses. Your wife, if she a woman, if she being real, she ain't gonna send you off on no mission for no goofy shit. That was some goofy shit, y'all. This is not that's not protection. That's not protection. Don't be surprised when y'all see. Don't be surprised if y'all see Will Smith on the news fucking deleting himself for some crazy shit like that, bro. This man, she is destroying this man, and it's his fault. He has to be man enough to get up and lead that, bro.
Yeah, that's what somebody told me. It's like if he was that offended, he could have just walked out with Jada. You know what I'm saying? That would have made just much of a statement. And it would have left Chris Rock looking crazy if it was just if he felt just that disrespected.
He should have never came there with her.